Hello everyone. Today in this class I explain you about matters. So let's start the class. What is matter? Anything that occupy space and mass known as matter. Now what are the features of kinetic theory of matter, or what are the silent features of kinetic theory of matter? These are the silent features of kinetic theory of matter. The first one is all the matters are made up of tiny particles. So these are called molecules. These are the tiny particles. So these are called molecules. These are called molecules. The second one is molecules of a given substance are identical in all respects, while molecules of different type of substance differ from one another in shape and composition. Same type, if these are the same type of molecule, so the size and the shape of the molecules are same. If I am taking different type of molecules, so suppose one kind of molecules are like this and another kind of molecules are like this. So they can be differ from each other. The third thing is that identical in shape. Third is molecules of liquid and gases are in continuous zigzag motion. Molecules of liquid and gas, only liquid and gas, these are in continuous zigzag motion, and this zigzag motion is called Brownian motion. What is it called? Brownian motion. Liquid or in a gas, the molecules are continuously collide with each other or with their ones. Suppose I am taking one beaker and here few of the liquid molecules are here. They are continuously collide with each other or with the ball. So it means they are in motion. They are continuously in a motion. Because they are in motion, it means they possess some kinetic energy. So they have kinetic energy. They are in motion, so it means they have some kinetic energy. And when we are increasing the temperature of liquid, liquid, so what happens? The temperature, when we increase the temperature, so that the kinetic energy will be increased, because kinetic energy depends upon the temperature. So it means higher the temperature, greater the speed of the molecules. Okay. Now, what is the molecular arrangement of solid? As you know, the molecular arrangement, this is a solid. Molecular arrangement of solid. So we have, these are the solid molecules. They are very, very closely packed to each other. And they have very high, in between them they have very strong intermolecular force. Which kind of force? Intermolecular force. That's why they are very closely packed to each other. And for a liquid molecules, they are far away from each other. So they have little bit less intermolecular force, less than less than solid. Intermolecular force. Intermolecular force. But for the gases, these are the gases they have very less intermolecular force between them. Very less. Very less than the solid and liquid. Of all the three states of matter, the molecules of solid are most closely packed because of the small intermolecular distance and strong intermolecular force of attraction. These molecules they only can vibrate about their mean position. Here this one is a temperature graph, and I am taking ice and I am showing you a temperature graph of ice. So see, here is a part of heat. We are supplying continuously heat to ice particle. Now just see the graph. When the ice is at below 0 degrees Celsius, when we are supplying heat, the temperature is continuously increasing. At this time, temperature is continuously increasing. The part of OA. This time, ice is converting into a water, and just see, this is the part OA. Now the temperature is stabilized. Temperature is not increasing. This is the part of conversion of solid to liquid, and this one is called latent heat of fusion. So see the part AB. No temperature is increasing at this time. This is latent heat of fusion. But after this, temperature is continuously increasing. You see BC, the temperature is increasing. So temperature is increasing till 100 degrees Celsius, and at 100 degrees Celsius, the temperature is again stabilized, and it is a conversion of liquid to gas. So this is called latent heat of vaporization. What is it called? Latent heat of vaporization. And after that, so this is the process of conversion of liquid to gas. Then again the temperature is again increasing, the part of DE. Yes? So this is the temperature graph of conversion of ice to steam. Applications of latent heat. First thing is that due to the high latent heat of ice, due to the high latent heat of fusion, snow on the mountain does not melt all at once, but it melts gradually. So it melts gradually, not because of the high latent heat of fusion. Snow does not melt all continuously, and it melts gradually and give us water continuously. Okay, the next application is drinks are cooled more effectively by ice but not by the water. Suppose if we are taking water at 0 degrees Celsius and ice at 0 degrees Celsius, ice at 0 degrees Celsius and water at both are at 0 degrees Celsius, but the reason is we prefer ice for the cooling of the drink. Why? Because it absorbs 1 gram of ice absorbs 336 joule of heat. 336 joule of heat while converting the cold water, while converting into the cold water. Okay everyone, so it